Well, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep now. Yeah, still busted. Have to fix this. So, oop. Somehow, somewhere, someday. Whoa! No, no.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm currently moving over majority of my streams because apparently last week's stream it didn't save because apparently I had no space, so I'm
Oh,
moving. I'm at 20%, so it should take a little bit longer.
20%. What?
Like for it to complete, to like move because I have a hard drive, so I'm moving it over, and then I'm gonna delete the ones on the computer, and that way.
Oh. Yes.
So I am at 21% right now, but yes, it'll.
Oh, you're doing a file transfer.
Yes, file transfer.
Okay.
The reason I just thought about it now, I was like, oh, I should do that now instead of doing it like yesterday.
Uh, yeah. These files be big. There we go. Cool. Then the other one should stay here. Make it. Yeah. Or should it be? No, it should be here. Yeah. So how's your week been?
Good. It was my birthday on Saturday. So Friday, we went for sushi. Picked up my sister from the city. Um, and then on Saturday, went to an Argentinian steakhouse, and I had like it's called milanesa, which is essentially fried chicken, and also fried cheese, which is like provoleta and stuff like that. So basically, all the things I'm not supposed to eat.
It's your
So it
birthday.
was really good, but it was my birthday, so I was like, you know what, let me splurge.
Yeah.
And then my grandmother got me an air fryer, so I know it's gonna be interesting.
Nice. Any plans on what to cook first?
Well, I'm currently defrosting chicken drumsticks, and then I need to go to the supermarket tomorrow and get some potatoes because I want to see how it goes.
Ah, making nuggies and fries.
Sure.
We had that was one of the meals that we had to make on one of the overcooked levels,
Nice.
but that was a deep fryer.
Yeah, I don't have a deep fryer.
Um, we have a air fryer. I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but I I like it. It has potential. Uh, yeah, I'm exhausted.
You sound it.
I don't know what's happening. I know it was towards the end of work, and I was like, I want to go to sleep right now. Cool. Yeah, cool. Well, no. No, that can go. Okay. Yeah. Run back around again. Ah, this thing is too hot. I'm gonna turn this off. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, let's keep that, and then it should. Here. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. So do you have a archive of most of the streams, or?
Um, I have them titled, but I haven't updated. I haven't because I was starting to edit them during the pandemic, and then things started getting busy with school and stuff like that. So, I think I have all of them. Um, as ignoring the ones that I'm putting right now, I think. Um, I have 200-ish,
Okay.
or yeah, at least almost 200. But yeah, with these guys that are going in now, it'll be at least around like 230-ish.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or more. But I haven't like sat down and actually like cataloged the new ones, I guess, because I streamed in Florida. I think I cataloged those, but I haven't cataloged any since I've been back. So, yeah.
I'm the same way. I've cataloged a big majority of them, but as far as like the current ones, they're just getting added to the pile.
Yeah. So as of right now, I can do 100 and 184. If I wanted to edit them all, that would take a while, but as of right now, I can do 184 episodes. And then the others, I don't know why there's a huge gap. I have 184, then 211, so it might have been like, I don't know why I did that, but, oh, maybe to like, just to like, rename them, I guess. I don't know. Or like, because, yeah, we'll see. But, yeah, as of right now, I can do 184, but I've done like 9, 10.
Yes. I remember those days. I still haven't figured out a formula I want to do. Like, do I want to do like mumbo jumbo, where he kind of just records everything and then kind of pieces together a narrative?
Yeah.
Or do I want it to be just all highlights? Or I don't know. What is happening? Did the game stop turning off my render distance? Every time I log in, it's like, oh no, you don't want you want 8 chunks, right? And I'm like, no. If I could do more than 24 chunks, I would. But you won't let me. There we go.
I'm at 50%.
Cool, cool, cool. There we go. Now I can see. Yeah. Taking my render distance down every time. No wonder everything was so smooth. I'm out breaking blocks and it's like boop, 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 boop. I'm like, man, this is nice. I want to say we've hit 400.
We definitely have, because we started in 2017. I moved back in 2019. We did a couple there. And then you kept going, and then when I moved to Florida, I started streaming again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm sure it's like near there.
Yeah, we've we've been going consistently at least for 2 years, like once a week. So that's at least another 100. I'm curious, like what was that? When I was like, Power Hour's back. I'm like, what episode was that? Oh wow. It's almost 3 years.
Since we've
So June 7th, 2022.
is that when you started again, or
That's when I confirmed that we were, oh, what's happening? Oh my god, it got so dark. All I did was a quick search. Jesus. Yeah, June 7th, 2022 is when I was like, all right, we're back. So yeah, like in 2 months, 3 months, it'd be 3 years we were back. So that's 150.
yeah, around there. And then I did all those streams with Psycho and 7 Days, and I know I didn't keep those, or maybe I did. I have to find them. But yeah.
You don't have your VODs going to YouTube?
I should, but I don't.
What?
Is that a thing you can do?
Yeah, it's connect. You can connect the account and it'll automatically go over there. Yeah, you should do that like right this second.
How do I?
It's in settings. Oh my god. I had Kiki connect that a long time ago.
Connections? Oh, there we go. Export archives and clips.
Yeah.
Select what Twitch can access. Select all.
Oh my god. It's like, and 400 VODs not on there.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me.
um,
But
yeah, whenever I created that one Google Sheet file where it had like all the stream titles and all that kind of stuff, um, at one point it was what 600 streams.
I have noticed anytime I go on YouTube, like I see your VODs, and I was like, huh, he's pretty quick with that. But now I know it's like pretty much automatic.
Well, as soon as your stream is over, you can go to the video producer and click export, and it'll just pop right over there as a private video.
Oh, okay. A private
Yeah.
video, but you can make it a public.
Yes, and
Cool.
like so basically, what I used to do before I started like simul streaming is I would forget for about a month, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, and then I would I would export 4 of the videos over. There was one time where I forgot for like what in the why are y'all always trying to steal my boat? Look at me at your smug face. Anyway, shut up.
Oh, I see now.
Yeah. Oh my God. I wish I would have told you this like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, I see export now. Okay. Yeah, that would have been because yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I can't be mad about it now, but
Hey, we're connected now. There you go.
yeah. So that's good to know for yeah. Okay. Not that I'm getting any views regardless, but now I understand like the storage limits and stuff like that.
Yes.
Oh. 5 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay, I think I'm fine.
But yeah, I think there's probably maybe I would say maybe 10 streams or so that I forgot to move in time. Where I might just have the local recording, and then there's probably some where I'm just like just out of luck because.
So if for whatever reason I don't press record, I can just take it from here.
Yes. It will be web processed. So it won't have the
yeah, it won't be as crisp, I guess.
yes, but you will have a file. So
Interesting. Okay. I haven't really delved into all this stuff, so I really need to like take a day and like look into this stuff and like see if everything is like good to go, I guess.
oh yeah. Yeah, out of the probably 700 streams now, I'm curious like how many. Oh, I couldn't do any more because of my inventory. And as soon as I get up here, I jump right back down because I get distracted. Say one more thing. Yeah, I'm curious out of the almost 800 streams, how many I actually have. And then before I started streaming, I did a lot of a lot of like couch co-op stuff. So there's tons of that too. Man, we have so many Nautilus shells.
I'm at 80%.
Nice. Let's see. Let's do gravel. Oh, it's full. And then I don't really need tough. Is there some tough in here? Kiki.
Hello, Kiki.
Oh,
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I am exhausted.
I feel like there's like more trees for some reason. Is
More
it me?
trees?
Yeah, I spawned on my bridge for some reason, and it just feels like there's way more trees here, even though it's probably the same amount of trees, but it feels like more.
It is dense.
Uh,
How was your weekend?
I spent it babysitting a puppy,
Yeah.
Is that
and
Good puppy or annoying puppy?
is there a difference?
Well, a puppy could be well behaved, and then a puppy cannot be well behaved.
for me? I'm
Oh.
like, until recently, whenever I thought of puppies, I always thought of like baby dogs, like with big heads, big old eyes, and they're like all cute and stumbly. But then now, like a 60-pound Doberman could be could be a puppy, and it's just destroying your house.
Well, I mean, we haven't had him for a week, so I guess he's more I guess he's more well behaved. He's not as destructive as I guess he could be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was late. I had to feed him and then uh wait till my dad came back inside to take him out. Also, if I randomly disappeared, it's because the storm got me.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really bad storm's about to go through. It's like windy. It's like so windy right now.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. I left work and I was leaving work and we have these doors that are like they can be automatic too. So you can push that little plate, poof, and then they open. And I turned the corner and the doors were already open. And I was like, oh, somebody must have just walked through. Let me go ahead and push this button so it doesn't close on me. And like one door was coming in and the other door was going out. And I'm like, well, that's weird. And then like the other door started opening too. And I'm like, why is it? Oh, somebody outside must have pushed the button so it's opening again. And then they both started closing. And I'm like, that's too fast though. Doors, why y'all being silly? So I hit the button. And then they both open. And then I walk out and it's like, and I'm like, oh my God.
You're just gone with the wind.
I'm like,
There goes Taco.
Wondering why he never showed up. It's because he's somewhere in, I don't know, California maybe by now.
and I'm like clutching all this stuff ahead of my head. I'm like, oh my God. And then like, it's one of the things where it's like, I don't want to turn my back right now because I'm trying to get my bearings. So I turn towards the wind and then I immediately can't breathe. And I was like, okay, let me turn around. I'm like,
Wrong decision.
and I was like, okay, I guess I need to get down these stairs somehow. And like, as soon as I get to the stop step, it's like, and I'm like, this wind is gonna blow me down these stairs. Let me take like the handicap route, ramp. I'm like, oh my God. So then I walk down those, and then as soon as I like turn the corner, it's like, and I'm like, I'm glad there's no like stuff that can fly, like no debris or anything, because this would have been bad.
I mean, some of the debris I've been seeing flying around was hilarious. When I was working.
So then I get to the car, and I'm like, okay, let me hold this door open without it like slamming into the into the car next to me. And then I'm like, okay, and my water bottle goes here, and my badge goes here, and then my headphones. Where are they?
Goes here, and then I go there, and then Ba-da-da-da.
I'm like,
This
my
is where we're
gloves.
living.
I'm like, my gloves. My head. Where are my headphones? I didn't take my
God,
headphones
no way.
off. Yeah, and I'm like, did they get blown off of me? And I'm like, okay. And I close my door and then walk directly into the wind again, trying to breathe. And then I get to this top of this. I'm like holding onto the rail. I'm like I'm trying to climb a mountain. And then I get to the top of the stairs, and there my headphones are just like on the ground. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yes, it was. You ain't gotta tell me.
I am going to do this now.
So,
'Cause that's basically what I dealt with all day.
dang. So is it like a winter storm coming, or just a bunch of water, or what?
It's just a really bad rainstorm. It's too warm here.
Yeah, apparently we're getting a rainstorm tomorrow. We had a really nice day today, so I guess it's like you had a nice day. Haha, we're gonna have a rainstorm, so I don't know.
It's like,
Yeah, you know, warm weather and stuff.
man.
Yeah, because the last couple of weeks have been like in the 20s and like miserable. But now recently it's been like in the 40s and 50s, so I guess it's like time for a bad weather storm.
Oh, no. Here it's either been in the 70s or in the 30s. I've experienced all 4 seasons basically almost every other day of the week.
Give me 1 second.
Even the weather's broken in 2025.
I have a feeling it's gonna be broken for a while.
Yeah. Hi, chicken.
Oh, man. Yeah, I looked at the date, and it was the 4th during break. I was like, wait a minute. Rocket League's not today, is it? I was like, I think it got moved. And I'm like, I remember 11, but I don't remember what that. And then I finally looked at Discord, and it was like the 15th. I'm like, dang it. No, 14th. I don't know, something.
Is March 4th something special?
It's today.
Well, yeah, but is there anything like special today or something?
March the 4th be with you?
No, it's May the 5th.
Oh, I got
What
I got a bill I need to pay tonight.
I was like just wondering because like there's like some food places that were giving out like free food for today.
In
And
6 days it'll be Mario Day.
yeah, I know that, but that's just hope you're driving somewhere because then you have a Mario Kart on Google Map.
So, National Pancake Day for IHOP. It's the same day as Fat Tuesday. So I guess today is Fat Tuesday?
Is it already Fat Tuesday? Is that what the free food is?
What? I remember.
Tuesday before Ash Wednesday.
Oh my gosh, it is. But that explains a
The day
lot
before
now.
Mardi Gras and with the largest parades. Yeah.
Okay, Mardi
So
Gras.
it is okay. So it's Fat Tuesday, which means the Lent starts tomorrow. Okay, well that makes a lot more sense now.
Okay. Oh, that's why everybody has fish. Okay.
Yes. Oh,
trying to think,
I guess
what?
that just means I'm not doing it. I'm ill prepared.
I'm like,
Too late.
ill prepared for what?
Ill prepared for me to think of anything of what I want to give up. So I guess it ain't happening. Oh well.
You're giving up on
I'll
giving
do
up?
it next year.
You're giving up on giving up?
No, it's like I mean I don't know what religious it is that does it, But
I
me and
think
my
it's
family.
Catholics.
Okay, well, we're not Catholic, but we just kind of like do it just to do it. Like sometimes we just like give up random things and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, but I'm ill prepared, and so I didn't realize it was. I didn't realize it was today, so I ain't doing it this year. Oh well,
It's
I'll
the
live.
Catholic religion, yeah.
Kiki.
Marks the last day before Ash Wednesday, first day of Lent.
Giving up on giving up.
I mean, I ain't Catholic, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I just do it for fun with the way. Let's see. Like,
I
Testing.
cool.
Cool.
Oh, this one.
Ready. Let's get this party started.
I tried sriracha ketchup,
Sriracha ketchup.
and it's very okay.
Oops. Oh. What did I do?
So I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I only ever use sriracha when I make my, either salmon, like I guess whatever protein bowl kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I just use like straight sriracha. I don't use like ketchup sriracha.
Do you get the
Oh, I know why.
Looong sriracha?
Oh yeah, I get that one in a language I can't read. Yeah,
Yeah, with the chicken on it.
yeah, but then there was like that shortage, and then the only one I could find was the one with like the bull on it, and I don't know if that's the same one.
Oh, bull.
Yeah, it had a bull on it.
That one seems scary. The one with the chicken is already hot enough.
But for a while I couldn't find it, so I've been using store bought, and I mean, store bought seems like it's fine. So I haven't really strayed away from it just because it is also cheaper.
Okay. What was it? Yeah, I've been I've been on a hot sauce kick for like this whole year, probably like
It
months.
really have.
And what was it? Before I bought another bottle that's like 80% empty of sriracha, I had one from like a long time ago, and I used to put it on my combination rice from this Vietnamese place, and that was usually the only time I used it. And we used to go all the time, but then post pandemic, the price doubled.
Ooh.
So
That's annoying.
yeah, because it's like we called and put the order, like we called, put the order in. I picked it up from her old job, and then I went, we went and picked it up, and then they're like, "Oh, that'd be $60, please." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't."
You can't say no because
They already cooked it. They
there.
already have it wrapped up, all nice and neat, ready to just. They're handing it to you, and you're like, "Oh."
You're gonna feel horrible because they're gonna have to waste that because they can't sell it now because you ordered it.
Yeah, they're like, nobody else
Don't
orders
they
this.
tell you the price after like you order everything?
No, that was our
Yeah,
regular
the
thing that we used to
price,
do
no.
from time to time. I'm like,
I
hey,
just usually tell me what the order number is.
like we could do like $30. I'm like, let's go get some Vietnamese food, and then I get a call, drop $30 and go on, and then now they're like, oh, it's like $60. I'm like, oh,
Drop
did,
$60
did I
and never
accidentally
come
order
back.
double what I normally did? So, but yeah, that's the only time I ended up using the sriracha. And then, what was it? Recently, what was it? We got it again after the pandemic. When I got the $60 of food home, I opened up the cabinet. I'm like, oh yeah, open up the sriracha, and it was like brown.
Yeah, how long have you had? I've never had
It was-
sriracha go brown.
I never did either, but I think it was through the whole pandemic, and then I forgot, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh my god. Actually, you want to know? I think tomorrow is March 5th. I think March 5th starts the it's like 5 years, I think, since the pandemic started.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere.
Mm,
And I'm like, well, 5 years of my life I've wasted. Still here. Ain't
yeah.
nothing changed. I'm just alive this time.
Yeah. What was it? Yeah. So I tried to use it, and I flipped.
You still try to use
Well,
it.
I was like, maybe it just aged
No.
or something. So I tried to
No,
turn
I
it upside.
can't believe you thought that.
I don't. I was like, well, now I'm gonna eat this food, and it's gonna be like less spicy
Fine
than it
without
used to.
it.
Huh?
Fine without it. You crazy person.
So how much
It
sriracha
was.
do you use?
I mean, if it was during the pandemic, I understand because there were a lot of people were very bored.
But like, how much? Whenever you use sriracha, how much do you use?
I don't really use sriracha.
I don't use that much.
So I asked my mom the same thing, and she was like, "Oh, like I put like a little nugget, and then like stir it into the whole dish, and it's like almost too hot."
Oh no, I don't use a little nugget shit. I'll be like, I make like I guess I do like a little drizzle.
Yeah, I do like a zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I zigzag half of my meal, and like,
No, I zigzag the whole bowl.
well, for me, I do half. I do like tight zigzags. Like it's almost like just like curry, where you just like cover half of it. But halfway through, then I'm just sweating, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. And then the rest of it, I can just cool off and just eat it normal. But it's good because it's a relief. Like I can't eat the whole thing with no sriracha on it. Then it's boring. So that's why I tried to use it, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to eat it normal. And
It's
so I
a
tossed.
funeral.
Yeah, so I tossed it, and then I at work, sriracha was brought up for some reason, and my coworker was like, "No, you should have used it." They're like, like the older it gets, the spicier it gets, and I was like, "But it wouldn't pour." She's like, "Yeah, it's like a paste," and I'm like, "Oh."
I would specifically buy the paste then. I wouldn't, or not even like the paste. What is that? Like the. I wouldn't buy that. I would buy like the chili oil or something. If I wanted any spicier.
And I'm like, she's like, nah, you shouldn't have thrown it. I'm like, but it's like if
I
you,
do want to live.
it's like, part of me is like curious, of course, where I was like, oh, how much hotter could it have gotten? But then part of me is like, that's like having a bottle of ketchup and then it turns brown and it doesn't pour out. And then you're like, oh yeah, you can eat that. And I'm like, no.
No, you can't.
But yeah, it's crap.
I just realized I built part of my bridge backwards, but I'm not about to change it.
You can. It won't take that long.
I did this whole entire section on stream. I'm not fixing it. It's the farthest out wall, and nobody ever comes out here. So why? I'm not changing it. What picture was I even looking at then to have? Because I have a picture, so I don't have to keep going back and looking at the design because I'm just too lazy. And I guess I must have took a picture looking at it from right to left.
Like a screenshot?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess the picture I took of it, I guess, was the right to left design when I've been building it from the left to right design.
Oh, like you built it on you looked at it from like the north side of the wall, and then you started building the south side of the wall.
So the whole side of the wall that's like next to the spire is built the backwards.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna matter. Nobody's gonna be all the way out here anyways, and it's mainly trees.
I'm gonna I'm gonna try not to notice it.
And Taka, you're really not gonna you're really not gonna notice unless you're like walking next to the wall. Because the top part of it is fine. It's literally only like honestly, you probably wouldn't even notice. I just happened to look at it and notice because I was trying to figure out where I needed to start. And I looked left to the one next to me and I was like, wait a minute. And I looked at it, I was like, and then I looked at the picture, I was all like, how did I get this messed up?
Are you able to reverse it on the next section?
Oh yeah, I'll put it right. I do it the right way in the next section.
Do the doors open to the right instead of the left?
No. The top part's fine. It's literally just like the top half of the walkway down under. What's the best way of explaining this? The top half with the towers is fine. It's the bottom half of the wall, but it's the top half of the bottom half of the wall.
Okay.
So you ain't it. I'm. You're only gonna know because I'm telling you it's fine.
Okay.
Taco, have you even come out here and looked at the wall since I've been working on it?
Yes, you told me to go over there one time.
How long ago was that?
I don't remember. You haven't told me to go over there in a while.
See, you don't even remember what it even looks like. So
I
you
know
ain't
what
gonna
it
notice
looks like. I see it. I can see it from here.
You ain't gonna even remember.
And then the game stopped turning my render distance down.
Yeah, you're not gonna even notice it. It's fine.
Oh, I had another one. It's actually related to the. I didn't like. I'm starting to see a trend between the last 2 days. My notes is like, don't cash your check at McDonald's.
What?
I mean, I feel like that should be like common sense. I
So
didn't even know that was possible.
It's not. There's this bank, and like you know how, like, during certain eras, a bank has like their style, and all the branches look like that iconic style. Well, this bank has a modern style that they're using, and I hate it for 2 reasons. One, because it looks like a McDonald's. It's like part of the signs are like vibrant red, and part of the signs are like vibrant yellow. And then the second reason why I hate it is because I was trying to deposit a check when it was windy. And it just
You and Win don't have our like mortal enemies at this point.
the last 2 days have been a pain in the ass. So I get this check and I'm like, okay, I need to deposit it. And the person who handed me the check was like, yeah, you can do the little, like, take a picture of it with your app and then it'll just deposit it. And I'm like, yeah, in my head I'm like, yeah, I've heard of that once. I did
do that all the time. It's so much easier.
What do you do with the check afterwards?
I mean, you keep it, but it's you. I guess at the back you just write void.
Then you just have a stack
I
of checks.
shred mine.
Yeah, I'm like,
I have a shredder.
I'm gonna
It's
give
also
it.
just fun to shred.
I'm like, I don't want to give myself homework. It's like, okay, cool. You've deposited the check, and now you have to dispose of the check. And I'm like, I'll just give it to the people. I'm like, here, you get rid of this after you give me the money. So I was like, nah. There's an ATM like down the street. I'll just go over there. So I go, and I'm looking for the bank, and I'm like, I don't see it. And then I see this weird ketchup and mustard looking building, and I'm like, oh, interesting. So Now I'm like, well, now I'm like, the ATM should be in the back, but I don't really know what it's gonna look like. And then it was basically like just a big box just sitting behind the building. I'm like, this is so weird. Uh, so I go over there, and it's windy, and I forgot because I had been in the car for a while. And yeah, I like open up my car, do my little tap thing, and then the big giant like compartment that you put cash in pops open, and I'm like, oh, this is a very big opening for a check, but here you go. And then and I'm like, oh, this is annoying. So I'm like, I don't want the check to fly away, so I'm trying to hold it in the center. But then the ATM's like, dee 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 dee, move your hand, man. And I'm like, if I move my hand, the check's gonna fly away. So I'm like trying to put it in the center, and it's like, dee 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 dee, and I'm like, ah. So I'm like, fine, and I let it go, and it's like, dee 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 dee, put it. I'm like, I put the check in, and it's not flying away. Hurry up before the wind takes it. And it's like, dee 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 dee. So I grabbed the check, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And like I read the screen and it's like, that's not cash. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I see another little tiny window, a little tiny port, and it's like, insert check here. And I'm like, oh. So I go to the menu and I'm like, I'm trying to put in a check. And it's like, oh, okay, here you go. And then it opens up the little tiny one. And I'm like, okay, here we go. So I put the check in, and then it takes it, and then it spits it back out, and it's like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, okay. So then,
Would have been better off just going to the bank teller and being like, here, I just want to deposit this.
no, it was like 7 o'clock. Yeah, like they had to be closed for like 2 hours. So, so I'm like, okay, let's try this again. And then it opens up the little thing, and I put it in, and then it gets really windy, and I'm like, this is so annoying. And then the wind, and then the check just goes, bye, and flies in front of my car, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So then I have to like angle the car at a certain angle so I can get out, but then don't block myself so I can get around the car. And then luckily nobody was behind me. So then I get out, and then I see the check on the ground, and I'm like, as soon as I start running at it, it's gonna fly down the street. Luckily it didn't, and I stepped on it, and I grabbed it, and I'm like, okay. So then, now I'm standing next to the ATM, and I'm blocking the wind, and then I put it in, and it's like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, it's a check! Take the check! And it's like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, fine! This whole new ketchup and mustard ass building is pissing me off. I'm gonna go to another one that I know. So that I left. And then I went to a different branch, and it wasn't as windy, but it was still windy, so I was still nervous. And then it opens up the little check port, and then I put the check in, and I'm like, oh no, I put it in backwards, and it's like, thank you, here's your money. And I'm like, the other thing couldn't read it because I put the check in quote unquote backwards. I'm like, the picture, it says like check, like the check, the C is at the bottom, and then heck goes up. So I'm like, I put it in that direction, and it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then the other branch, it says the same thing, but I put it in not the way the picture says it takes it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Like, I just want to get home. It's too windy. I am very mad at that other branch, and I kind of don't want to deposit checks at this bank anymore. So then I went home, and I'm tired. I hate the wind right now. I should have just took a picture.
tree. George of the jungle, da 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 da. Running around on the tree, da 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 da. Yeah, it's just so intense. I can literally just jump from tree to tree to tree to house to tree, back to the house to tree, back on the bridge to tree to house.
Hopefully no fire breaks out. Well, in this world.
You don't have fire spread on here anyway, so it takes the fun out of it if it did happen.
Fun?
Yeah.
That's not fun at all.
Running all the way to whatever taco's building because there's so many trees. Yeah, I ain't gotta touch the ground because I can't just jump along the trees. And now back to my bridge. Yeah, bump, watch out for the hole in the leaves.
Taco, how far do you want me to go again? Sorry, you might have mentioned it last week, but I don't remember.
Where are you at?
I'm
Ooh. Okay. So yeah, yesterday was an eventful day. On the way there, I saw something kind of amusing. So, how far is too far to take out the trash?
I mean, up to the
What?
curb is fine. I mean, if there's like, because I remember my apartment in Florida, they had like their own like dumpster and stuff like that. So like, you would walk like a block, not a block, but like a couple of feet, and then, but it wasn't too bad. Especially it was like nice out. You'd be like, okay, I'll go for a walk. But
Like what what fraction of a mile do you think away that was?
I think I missed the question.
How far is too far to take out the trash?
Don't you just take it out to the end of your driveway, or I guess, yeah, your end of your driveway?
Yes, but what if your driveway is really far?
Unless you have somehow paid the trash people to come all the way up your driveway, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to take it all the way to the end. I think the same thing for the people whose mailboxes are at the end and they drive their car all the way out there just to get the mail.
Yes, but for you, like what? Like if you were buying a house, like how far is like a deal breaker?
I think there'll be a deal breaker because I think in my head I'll be like, this is healthy. If I walk all the way down there, then I did a good job and I have my daily exercise. And then I can reward myself with a sweet treat.
That's a good way. That's a good way to think about it. On my way to this bank, I'm driving down the highway, and then I see a trash can, and I'm like, wait, is that a trash can? And then I see a dirt road behind it, and then I pass it, and I'm like, wait a minute, this can't be right. I'm like, how far was that road? I'm like, let's say it was like half a mile. I'm like,
I mean, like Kiki said, they're probably driving up and just putting it there. Because again, I would do that too in Florida too. Like if I had to go somewhere and I'd take out the trash, I'd just drive my car and to the dumpster and just throw my stuff out and then go on my way.
But no, it's like a trash can that you have sitting on the side of the house.
Yeah.
And you have
It has wheels, so that's even better. You're just in there just like just have put a song on and just start walking.
So you gonna drag a trash can half a mile down a dirt road?
Yeah, if it got wheels, shoot, I'll just sit there and just be dragging it along, I guess.
Oh.
I don't see a problem with it.
I don't want to drag the trash can around the side of my house. Oh my God, then it's all bumpy and starts spinning. And I'm like, I can't wait till I get to the sidewalk. And then I'm on the side and I'm like, fine.
You said to go further out, Taco, this way?
Where are you? Oh,
Up
okay.
here.
Yes. Keep going this way.
Wait, what do you mean?
This out to sea.
Out to sea this way towards those islands.
Yes.
Islands. Okay.
What are you burying out at sea?
Um,
You had a watery grave.
we are eliminating water.
So Taco, I just so for my recollection, you want to go further out instead of on the side.
Yes. Not.
So we're going where the sun is. Where the sun is essentially.
Yes.
Where the sun is setting. Okay. How
Yes.
far do you want me to go?
I will let you know when to stop.
Oh, okay.
The answer is like probably 87 blocks, but I don't know for sure.
Okay.
Unless you wanna build the ruler, and then if the ruler started, it's right there, right where you are.
This is the ruler right here.
Yes. 4 blocks of
So 80,
yeah.
87 blocks from here.
It's 130 something. We would have to count the first ruler, the one that's on the other wall.
All the way. So essentially, I'm just stopping to where this other area, the other ruler is.
No.
I mean, you want to go further out than the other ruler?
The ruler that you're walking on right now is the width of the base of the spire.
And then what about this one?
The
Right over
little
here?
short ruler that I started,
Yeah.
that needs to be just as long as this other ruler. But I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know how long this one is. So I was going to get rid of the gravel, or finish getting rid of the gravel. And then once I'm done with the gravel, then I'll start building the ruler. Because you'll be probably more than halfway done.
I mean, do you want me to? Okay, I'll just keep going, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just keep going. And then by the time I finish this gravel over here, then I'll build the ruler. And you shouldn't be past it. Unless I get real distracted, which can't happen.
And then you don't want me to get rid of I guess, the cobblestone on the bottom.
Yeah, leave the stone, but if there's gravel, you can
Take it.
yes.
So this part right here, there's all gravel right here.
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
And then for stone, you can like this row right here. Because this is going down.
Wait. This area
Where?
right here, up top.
Yes. I guess as long as there's water here, then it'll be fine. So we can like hop down without dying.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you want me to cover the gravel that's on the floor with dirt as well, or just leave it like lots of holes?
everything inside, other than in this part, everything out here should go straight down the stone.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep. Actually, everything should go straight down the stone, and then this inner area is different. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this gravel wall, make sure the glass wall's put in right properly, and then I will build the other ruler, and then we'll go from there. Maybe set up the next section to be extended out. And then once you're done with the first one, then you'll take over, and then I'll move on to the next part.
Oops.
The Minecraft movie is a month away.
I will
still don't-
not be seeing that.
I don't know how I feel, but I do think I might still go see it.
Yes.
I will be passing on that one.
I am excited.
It doesn't look very good, if I'm being honest.
I'm excited.
And also, I don't think if you go see it, you're gonna be probably the only adult there.
I don't care. That's the case when me and Ray used to go to the movies. That was normally the case.
I think it'll be fine.
There we go. We're like Moana. And like little
I-
kid kicking our back seat.
I kind of wonder how many of you are actually gonna go see it in the theaters. I feel like it might be like just like another like anime turnout when animes are in the movies, and then you get like barely anybody that goes.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like that's how the same turnout's gonna be for the Minecraft movie. So it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like Avengers showing, where it's like packed to the gills.
Yeah, you have to hope there's enough seating for you and everything.
Yeah. Make sure you get there very early, or else you're gonna be like in the first seat, looking straight up.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever watched a movie in that row?
Oh yeah.
No, never.
I think it was Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Interesting.
I think it was like the last seats. I think my stepdad and I snuck into the movie, so we weren't even supposed to be there in the first place. So it was just like we're sitting up here, and it was not even a good movie to begin with.
So you snuck in, and then you didn't even sneak into a good one.
Right, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I want
I
to.
wasn't too afraid to do that, cause cause I see like the people come in with like the flashlights, and I feel like, are they counting to see how many people are in here, or seeing if there's people that are not supposed to be in here? And I feel like, oh, I don't know, if that's a good thing or not. I was like, cause then whenever I see them, they always deter me from trying to like sneak into a different movie.
Yeah, like I don't want the anxiety of like anytime somebody stands up, I'm like, is that them? And then I don't want the embarrassment of like, hey sir, you don't have a ticket. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Like, no, here's your because I go at like the cheapest earliest time I can, and be like, I can afford the $6 to get into this movie. It's like, or I'll wait until
I
it's
used
free.
to live next to a movie theater, so I would gladly pay for my ticket. But like, sometimes it'd just be like, oh, this movie just ended, and then this movie that I've been wanting to see for a while is not just starting. So let me see if I can sneak in. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
As in like, what do you mean it doesn't? Like you've gotten caught before?
No, I mean like they're like for like really popular films, like the ushers are probably sometimes outside, just being like making sure people had their tickets because it was like such a high-profile movie.
Oh, okay.
Or like timing wise, it didn't work out because it was like I had something else to do, and I was like, "Ooh, I need to go," but this movie is playing right now.
Okay. What was it? Mama Taco told me a story of her going to the movies as a kid, and she was like, I don't want to say a quarter because that feels like it's way too cheap, but let's just say it's like $1. So like, she paid $1 for admission to the theater, and then you could just go to any movie and then there was
Well, it
also
was pretty cheap back then.
and then there was like an arcade. So like you'd be there all day. You'd like watch 2 or 3 movies and then go hang out at the arcade, and then your mom would come and pick you up. And I'm like, oh my god. I would absolutely love that.
Yeah, I must say that does sound cool.
And I'm like, well, they should go back to that. But I feel like it'd be like,
You know how
oh
much
yeah,
it would
I
charge
was
for
like, yeah, it'd be
that?
like $50 admission.
Uh-huh. Get rid of the unlimited popcorn deal because people would just be there and just keep coming back with refills. Either that or be also like $50.
Man. Like, what would be an appropriate priced version of that without like trying to cost an arm and a leg?
$20 maybe.
So $20
Like, at
all
least,
day,
like-
all day ticket.
Yeah, and all day ticket. I mean, $20 to $30, I guess.
Maybe
Because
no,
I guess
no.
for the ticket, but you're also gonna probably pay for food, and then you're also gonna pay for the video games if there are any, like arcades and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So like you're gonna be spending a lot more than the $30.
yeah. So I feel like 30 is a little high. I like 20. 20 I like. 20 I like because I'm like, what, the movies are 2 hours, and how long before you get tired of watching movies? Like,
There are some people out there that will stay the whole day and not care.
yes. And for the people who get it,
Honestly, if there was a good line of movies and I ain't had nothing to do all day, hell yeah, shit, I would just go on. I'd be like, walking to the next one, walking to the next one, walking to the next one. If I had like a good lineup of movies.
yeah, you're like, you wait till like all the new movies release, and you're like, cool, this is my day to see all the new movies. Then you just
Yep.
watch them all. So if because you're going with it with that with that like goal, like how much would you spend, Key?
I was still hoping for the $20.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at too. Cause I'm like after like the third movie, I kind of want to go home. So what? I'm already
You think about like how long some of the movies be sometimes. Shit, sometimes after the third movie, it might be like I'm gonna get hungry and I might not want to be spending the price for the food in there because at that rate, they probably gonna be charging an arm and a leg for the food too.
$10 hot
Yeah,
dogs.
that's true.
Yeah, because I'm like, let's say movies 2 hours, so I'm like 6 hours. Spend $20, be in the movie, watch 6 hours worth of movies, and then it's like, I think I'm ready to go home. And I'm like, yeah, like I think that for me, I feel like that would be a good price. I feel like it would be a $50 ticket if like a place was actually doing that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they don't have it anymore probably, but like all like the fast pass, not the fast pass, but like the AMC pass. Wasn't there like an AMC pass where it was like
Movie
You had
club?
to
Oh,
pay,
I'm
like-
pretty sure they still have that. It's like $20 a month that you can see up to 3 movies, I think, for free.
Up to. Remember when it was
Well-
unlimited movies?
I don't think it was even unlimited. I'm pretty sure it's always been 3.
I feel like there was a membership thing where like you pay a subscription and then you could just watch any movie, and then because because of the method that you explained earlier, where you're like, oh, I'm just gonna stay here. Like they had the even though like the people who saw like maybe one movie, the cost of their membership was subsidizing the like movie buffs. I think there was still more movie buffs watching as more movies that they couldn't subsidize it anymore, and they had to start putting like, all right, you only can watch movies on Tuesdays and Thursdays and all these other kind of restrictions.
Let me see. Let me look, cause I do have one. I do have an AMC membership.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's up to 3 movies a week. That's what it is. The top tier one. You can see up to 3 movies every week.
So that's kind of like Cinemark's Movie Pass.
AMC Movie Pass?
Or Cinemark Club, whatever it's called. Cinemark Rewards.
What is
or something?
Cinemark? What?
Cinemark is another movie theater company. Do y'all not have Cinemarks?
No,
No.
I have AMC.
Really?
Same.
Really? Here we have Cinemark, AMC, and Regal.
What about Alamo Drafthouse? I
Yes.
know that.
I do have Regals, and I think, what is it, Marcos or something like that?
Mark? Okay. Yeah, then we got Flix Brewhouse also. So
Yeah, AMC A plus premium thingamabobber is $20 a month.
what is it? Let me see what it's called.
The 3 movies every week. But I mean, like, it's more like how there's not even that many movies coming out. How, like, to even see that many movies a week, are you just going back to rewatch the same one just on a big screen or something?
So
I mean, if it's that good, I'd watch another really good film.
so
Every week? In a month?
Not every week.
yeah, with the big Ultra Pass that you have, I don't see you getting like the money's worth because not that many great movies are coming out.
Oh yeah, see, I don't have that. I just have the one that allows me to make the reservation online for free because I got tired of having to pay the $5 off because I didn't want to have a human interaction at the gosh dang movie theater.
Yes.
We used to do Fandango, and that little convenience fee was annoying.
I always thought that thing was a scam until the Demon Slayer movie came out, and you can only buy it there. And so it was the only time I gave it a chance, and then realized it wasn't a scam.
That's funny. Movie
Thought
rewards.
it was. It didn't seem real, okay?
Wait, you mean I gotta pay you to let me give you money?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? What was it? Yeah, Cinemark Movie Rewards is like a $5 a month subscription, and you get one free ticket every month, and then you get 20% off of the food and stuff. So that's what we
That's
have.
cool.
Yeah. So basically, it's been like a couple months since we saw Moana 2. So I'm pretty sure we have like three movie tickets, maybe 4 by the time Minecraft comes out. So we'll probably see it for free. Well, see it for the $20
What
that
do I
we've paid since
have?
then.
See, I only have like the bare minimum. Like I used to have the middle one. I used to have the premium. I bought it one time. And then the pandemic happened. So then they was all like, I'm so sorry for this because we had to close out everything. We'll give it to you for the next 2 years for free. And I was all like, oh, cool, thanks. But yeah, so it's back down now to like just the regular one. So all I get is the fee is only waived if I pay for 4 tickets.
Oh my god!
I still get discount Tuesdays. Large free popcorn refill. I get
Nice.
$5 rewards for every 5,000 points, and I get my large popcorn for my birthday.
And that's AMC.
AMC, yeah.
That's too much. They're like, we will give you a benefit if you bring several people with you.
Well, it is like the free one, so
Oh, okay, I guess I can see that.
yeah, that's the free one. The one above is like, what is that one? Let me see. Upgrade.
I
The
almost,
one above is a yearly membership price.
when you sighed, I almost thought you were about to say 100.
No. Okay, so the yearly membership is $17.99,
That's not that bad.
Yeah. That's like the membership
and
price I
then
want to pay.
yeah, and then the only difference in between that and the free one is that you can get free size upgrades on popcorn and fountain drinks, and there's a priority line for you.
Priority line.
Yeah,
Oh, so
so
I
you
guess
don't
you
have
get
to
like
wait in the
you could
normie.
What time do y'all go to the movies?
usually during the. I mean, it depends. Like during the weekends, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. I'll go in the morning or afternoon.
I like midday usually throughout the week, but it also kind of just depends on when the movie's showing.
I
And
don't
also
go.
what film it is.
Yeah.
If I'm paying for it, I don't go to the movie after 11 a.m.
I mean,
You don't go to the movies after 11 a.m.?
Yes, I'm like, give me a 8 a.m., 9 a.m., or 10 a.m. showing,
Movie
or else
theaters are
or else
open at 8 and 9 a.m.?
Oh yeah, we saw Moana 2 at like 8:30 in the morning.
okay.
I don't think my movie theater's even open until like 10. Maybe at like a 9:45 or something showing.
That's pushing it.
Why do you
Yeah.
want to go so early?
Yeah.
So I can watch the movie and then have the rest of the day to do something else.
Like, I understand when to do things early. I'm one for always wanting to like not have to worry about a crowd. But I do feel like that's for a movie, I feel like that is kind of early.
I I understand that I am in the minority when it comes to times I like to watch movies because my nieces were like, "We got to get up at what time?"
Oh yeah, trying to get a kid to want to get up that early. Yeah, right.
But when you said priority line, that was a foreign concept to me. I was like, "What do you mean I got to wait in line to get to the theater?" I'm like, "We are usually like the second, maybe first, like we're maybe the third people in there, if not always the first."
We walk in with the employees.
we walk
We,
in,
we wait for them to
we
clock
walk
in.
in
and then-
before the employees.
Like, I think the priority line only matters like if you buy your ticket at the movie theater. I like to avoid confrontation, so I always like just like with ordering
Confrontation?
food just like ordering fast food. I always try to order online and have my ticket confirmation right there, and then all I have to do is go to the kiosk or something and like either print it off or I just go up to the person and just show them this and they scan something. Whatever it lets me have to deal with the least amount of people.
Confrontation.
Dude, I really having to deal with people is more of a confrontation than I willingly want to do it at this point. It's all confrontation. Why do I gotta talk to you? I don't want to. A confrontation.
Okay, I get it because I am the same way when it comes to food and stuff. And I haven't bought a ticket from the box office in well before the pandemic. So it's probably about to reach 10 years.
I can't remember the last time I've actually gone to movies. Actually, wait a minute. I can. It was the very first Demon Slayer movie that came out. The train one.
Oh, I was saying
Yeah.
Train to Busan.
Yeah, it was that one.
You-
That was the last time I went to the movie theaters.
Why would you see such a sad movie?
How was I? Okay, yeah. Let me look at the trailer for this movie. Oh yeah, this is going to be a sad movie. I'm definitely gonna go and watch it. Like
Crying.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Crying public.
That's why people go and watch movies at the movie theater because they know exactly what's gonna happen. Not that because I just wanted to see my favorite anime at the time on a big screen.
I'm so glad I didn't do that.
Gosh dang, yeah, like I was supposed to know that was what that ending was gonna give me.
Was everybody crying?
Dude, it was barely any of us up in there. So yeah, we were all crying. was like less than 10 people up in there. Shoot.
Did y'all all get in the same row and be like,
No. Gotta be with other people? Nah. I was making sure I had enough distance between them, and then this was before. So this was actually like before the movie theater I saw it at renovated, so they didn't have like the reclining chairs or anything. It was just the old, like, you can rock it and it kind of like went a little bit further back. So I had my feet propped up on the chairs in front of me, and I'm like, yep. But you know, nowadays they all have like the reclining chairs and stuff.
oh, I do love those chairs.
Yeah, I think all movie theaters have like renovated to have those now.
Man, I like sit down and my keys like hit the button and it starts like reclining without me knowing. I'm okay, we can do this. Dang it, I want to go see the movie right now. I'll probably, you know what, if we went to the movie right now, I would 100% not fall asleep before the end.
Like, I know, I'm in a theater near me, like, sometimes they'll do midnight screenings. And I am shocked at the amount of people that come. It's like where I work, too. So it's like, we'll be done with an event, and I'll be like, oh, thank God we're done. And then all of a sudden, people are, like, people are there. I'm like, can I help you? It's like, oh, yeah, we're here for the midnight screening. It's like, that's right, there is a midnight screening. It's like, okay. And then just, like, dealing with that whole thing is just, like, I don't know.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like anything that happens at like midnight and like to 3 or 4 in the morning, I don't understand why people do it. They were like, oh, we go shopping at Walmart sometimes at 3 in the morning. Why?
Oh, that's before pandemic.
Why? Like, I don't understand anything that people do in between 12 and like 3 a.m. I'm like, I will be in my bed. Or now, I guess, nowadays, like, because like you said, this was like pre-pandemic. So, like, or I would be, you know, sleeping. But now I'm having to get up for work. But still.
Yeah. I would say pre-pandemic, I used to know this one guy. And, like, me and him would just chit-chat till, like, the wee hours of the morning. And then usually we would have gone somewhere at a normal time, and then we kept talking, and then and then it's
What
like,
do you have to talk about at like 2 in the morning? Like, what are you talking about?
oh, if you run into the right person, that's like, why aren't we brothers? Yeah, y'all can talk about anything and everything.
After a certain point, like, my mind is like, I can't think anymore. I can't, like, I need to go to bed. Like, I understand we're having a great conversation, but my mind is fried and I need to go to bed.
You haven't met
I
the
know
right
that
person
feeling.
yet.
Oh, wait, I think I missed the first half of this conversation. What was the first half of this?
Oh! Sleep.
Hey, fire spread's not on, right? I ain't gotta worry about the trees catching on fire.
We just slept.
Yeah, but it's a thunderstorm. And Tacos Village people, we're gonna have a whole bunch of witches if we don't.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how witches are born. They get struck by lightning.
Interesting. I did not know that.
They should probably make some lightning rods, actually. That might actually be kind of useful. Put them on these towers.
I
Actually might
feel
look
like
cool.
I feel like we had that idea before, and I feel like I started thinking about working on it, but never.
I wouldn't be
did.
surprised. That does not surprise me. Okay, so what was the first half of that conversation? I think I missed it.
Half of the lightning made me forget everything, right? Or the midnight showings. Talking with someone till 2 in the morning.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's what it is. Talking to somebody at 2 in the morning.
Y'all haven't met the right people.
Well, I didn't even get to say what I was about to say,
Okay.
dude.
Okay.
What I was about to say is that yes, I do have a friend. I actually streamed with them because I think somebody had challenged me and said that I couldn't stream until like 3 a.m. And so I actually did do that, and I had a friend who stayed up with me, and we streamed until 3 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah. Never do that again because I was up by like 7 and I couldn't go back to sleep, and so I was a very tired soul. But that was also before I started working like at 3 a.m. Or yeah, it was before I started working 3 a.m.s anyway. So
Yeah. It's weird that time of day because
very.
like as soon as the sun comes up, your body's like, it's morning time, time to start the day. And we're like, we didn't end the last day though. And then you kind of just stumble through a bit of the day, and then you just fall asleep. I think, what was it? I think the longest I've stayed up is like 28 hours. And I was like, either 28 or 31, something around there. And yeah, that was in my 20s. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, sometimes at work I'm like, I get home around like 2:30 in the morning, and then I'm like, time for bed, and then I don't go to bed until like I don't fall asleep until like 3:30, 4ish, and then it's just like it ruins my whole day. So it's just like, but so yeah, I'll joke and be like, oh yeah, home before 12:30 is always a good time. But once I see it's like past 12:30, I'm like, oh, we're gonna be here for a little while longer.
Yeah, I tried driving.
That's not a good idea.
It was the last time I've driven that sleepy. Um, what was it? I think it was the day where the ice storm cut out the stream, and I remember Chaotic was here too. Um, so it was like over 5 years ago. Um, but yeah, and then like that night I worked on the old storage system. Well, the storage system that's still there that I'm rebuilding, and I worked on it till 4 in the morning, and I was like, well, since I'm already up and it's 4, I'm not gonna go to sleep for like an hour and a half, so I'll just stay up till 6, and then we'll go to the grocery store. And then getting to the grocery store was fine, and then getting my back to my neighborhood was fine, but then like the last 200-300 feet, got a little dicey. It was like I'm driving, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, okay. But yeah, never ever again.
One time at work, this was like months and months ago. We had an event that was from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Oh no.
So originally I was just gonna stay until 12:30, but I was just like, you know what? When's the next time I'm gonna do this? So I was like, I decided to stay as well, and it was just like, it was fine. But then as soon as it was over, I stumbled back home. I grabbed breakfast. I bought breakfast, and then I ate it, and I was like, I stood up and I'm like, I'm just gonna take a nap real quick. And then several hours later, I was like, that felt good. But it was just like, yeah, it was very interesting.
I think when I was younger, the bowling alley used to do like annual lock-ins for kids and stuff. And I was all like, I never did it. And I was like, the one time I did, I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, this is gonna be fun. Like I'm never gonna probably ever do this ever again. I regretted that my whole entire time. I was like, I'm now one of those people that are meant to stay up. I was like, I couldn't. I don't even think I even stayed the whole time either. I'm pretty sure I went home. like mid throughout the night. I was like, I couldn't. I was just so gosh dang tired.
It's a lock in and they let you out.
I wanted to go. I was so tired.
Wow.
I couldn't help it. I did not stay. I think that's like the only like overnight thing I've ever done, and I didn't even stay the whole time.
Wow. I feel like I heard about those for you know what? I think I went to one, but I left when they were locking the doors.
You didn't even get locked in.
Cuz I'm like I have that feeling of being there, but I'm like I think I left when they like actually locked the door cuz I don't think I don't know. I don't know if it was
What is
like
this? Lock in? What is this?
yeah, lock in like at school or something like that.
Oh, I've never done that.
Yeah. I don't
I
technically I haven't
went
either, but but yeah.
I ain't doing no school, and you ain't locking me in the gosh dang school. Should I try to avoid that? Why would I go and be locked in there?
What's your friends?
Oh hell to the no. That one I would literally go. Oh shit! There's a baby drowned zombie running around in the forest.
Drown me.
Yeah. Kind of scary.
I'm so glad I don't have to be in the water anymore. Cause it's like every 2 minutes. It's like, wait, a drown can't be in the forest.
See, okay, so since y'all aren't going straight to sleep, they can technically come out the water at night. But if they're not back into the water before the day sunrise, then they're stuck outside the water but underneath the trees.
Ah.
It's really weird.
Oh, so it'll just be 4 in the afternoon and there's just this wet zombie hiding under a tree.
Yeah.
That's the creepiest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they work in Bedrock, but I know like their like AI doesn't detect you when they're out the water during the day. But if you went and got into water, then they all of a sudden detect you and then cut towards you to try to kill you.
Oh. So it's kind of like the whole skeleton wearing a helmet doesn't burn thing.
Something like that.
Man.
Yum, yum.
My brain is not working today.
That was me yesterday. Somebody was talking to me when I was watching the puppy because nobody was home. But it was right after work, and that's usually when I take my nap to get the other half of my sleep schedule in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was very delusional when I was talking to them. And then I read those messages this morning. I'm like, I no wonder why you sounded crazy talking to me, because I sounded crazy talking to you.
That reminds me of the days when me and my friend was it's like we would, if we weren't talking, like a lot of times we would go somewhere, or we would drive somewhere, but not actually go into the place. We would like get into a conversation outside of the place, and then they would close, and then we're like, oh, I guess we'll go back home then.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if me and him were still friends, he would 100% be on the podcast. We might have just a separate podcast with just me and him. And yeah, we used to always like just hang out and just get tired together. Like we'd start a movie you know,
I
you know,
understand that. Yeah.
you know the what was it? Ghost in the Shell, right? The anime.
Yes.
Totally.
Okay, well, there's two movies for that series, and everybody, well, most people have seen the first Ghost in the Shell movie. Is basically what started the entire franchise, and then they made a second movie called Ghost in the Shell 2: Innocence, and the movie starts with a quote, and the quote popped up on the screen, and we paused it. And 4 hours later, we're like, we don't have enough time to finish the movie. I've never seen it.
Oh my god.
I think he rented it too. So he spent money and we just wasted it.
It's amazing.
Oh man. Yeah. And it's like the weirdest thing because it's like we met in college and we both were from the same city. We both went out of the city to go to college, and we both like when they were pairing roommates and stuff like that, they asked you to put down your interests, and like both of our interests lined up, so we ended up being
Well, let me guess. Anime.
no, well, maybe I don't remember what I put on there. That was what 2 decades ago, but I think I put Japanese music and he put Korean music, and then
That's an interesting one to put down.
yeah, because I was or maybe I said anime music or something like that. But because I had like I was, it's like I was at the level of an anime watcher where I liked different songs because of what show they were in, and now I like songs because of the artists. But yeah, it was like what 03 that I went there. Like the very end of 02. And yeah, they paired us up, and then we met and everything, and then we both found out that we were from the same city. We're like, hey. And I was like, oh yeah, I live over here. And he's like, hey, I live over here.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We were like real close friends for like 11 years, and then we kind of, well, it's just kind of, I guess, faded. But
We drifted apart.
yeah, it's drifted apart.
Well,
But oh man, like 100%. It's weird because it's like a lot of like YouTube started when we were both hanging out a lot, but we never got into YouTube. And I'm like, I always think about, huh?
I said, what?
Yeah, I didn't get into YouTube until what, 2013? And the first YouTuber I started listening to was a recommendation from my coworker, and it was Markiplier. It was the Markiplier animated. So I was just, it's one of the things where he showed me a video and I was just giggling about it for like an entire weekend, just pissing Ray Ray off. Just keep repeating the same stupid phrases.
That's amazing.
And then I got into,
Why did not surprise me?
yeah, and then I got into an anime podcast first, and then I got into a gaming podcast, Total Biscuit, and then I got into what is his name? Adam something from, he used to be on G4 TV. Is that Adam Savage? Maybe I don't remember, but he's like a game journalist. And then I like slowly started getting into like gaming YouTube, but it was at first it was anime YouTube, but not like the reviewers. It was like just that it was a couple podcasts, and then I kind of stopped for a while, and then I got back into it for like a completely different thing. But yeah, when me and my friend were hanging out, like basically our heyday back then, yeah, YouTube had started, and it would have been the perfect thing for us to like start working on projects and stuff with, or at least doing a podcast or something, because we were doing podcasts on the way to on the way to the store, and then didn't make it into the store because it closed because we were talking yapping too much.
Oh my gosh.
So, ah man, yeah. Where are you at, man?
You remember his name? You could look him up.
I
He doesn't
could.
want to. He's
I
too
I
afraid.
could. I could. But it's one of those things where it's like
Party vest to be left alone.
yeah. I don't want to dig it up and ruin the memory. So,
Yeah, because you don't know what kind of person they could technically be now.
or
He really doesn't.
or
like
find out it was
anime.
my fault. Like,
Oh yeah, it's his fault that we don't talk anymore.
yeah, I'd rather be like, oh, we drifted apart and we had great memories, rather than he hated me.
And I was the reason for that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, oh man, those days. Starting to do stuff and just yapping for hours. I did this a lot with him, but then I can also do this on my own. Have you ever walked in a store and been in the store for like 3 hours and didn't buy anything?
I did that last Thursday after my dentist appointment because I am very bad with only going out to only leaving my house to go to work and then coming home. I only leave my house to go and do things that I am required to do, like go to work, go to my hair appointment, go to a dentist appointment, and that is it.
A
And
disappointment?
so, dentist appointment.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
And so, I get spells of needing to go out just to go out because I've been inside too much.
Hmm.
And so that was one of my trips. I literally went to Walmart and spent I think an hour or an hour and a half just walking down every single aisle and just looking at stuff. I didn't buy a single thing, but it really helped me feel better.
Oh man, we should do that.
It's really relaxing, honestly. Like I sat there and I just granted, I just talked to myself the whole entire time about random stuff I found. I was all it was really worth it. But I usually have to do that every few weeks or months.
Oh, Kiki, we should do that one day.
Why?
One day, me and you, Kiki, should go into a Walmart and just for 3 hours and not buy anything. I've never met someone who would walk in the store and be in the store and just walk exactly what you said, walk up and down every aisle just exploring.
You don't understand. That's literally me and my friend group. Our outings aren't oh, we don't go out to bars and drink, or we don't go out to parties. My friend group is literally we go out to eat, and then after that, we'll go to a store and we will just walk around the store. We will look at stuff, maybe some people might buy things they might need, or some people just don't buy anything. We literally just go out to eat and we'll go to a store afterwards and just walk around and just look at stuff at the store. That's all we do for our outings half the time.
Oh my god. Yeah. One day.
Actually, well, probably actually wouldn't be able to see people. We're apparently we're supposed to have a family reunion in Texas, but nobody has said anything, and it's coming up really soon, but nobody has mentioned anything, so we're assuming it's not happening. But but yeah, that was a thing. I just never mentioned it because I didn't know if it was actually gonna happen or not, or if I would actually have any free time to actually even get to meet him.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I found duck nuggets.
What?
Duck nuggets? I was
Duck?
just walking around. Hmm?
Duck nuggets?
Exactly. Yep. I was walking up and down in the freezer aisle, just looking at I'm a look at everything. And then I got to the frozen chicken nuggets, and then I was like, okay. And then I thought, how come they don't have fish nuggets? I'm like, is that only at school? Because that's the last time I had them. And then I saw duck nuggets, and I was like, ew.
I mean, if it's was it like in the same shape as chicken nuggets?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, probably like I know duck is like kind of a little leaner than chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you get it at least?
Oh no. I think that the food that comes from ducks with no experience, just hearsay and rumors. I think that all the food that comes from ducks is oily and gross.
I mean,
Because people who have had duck eggs say they're like oily and gross. And then from, what is it? Christmas Vacation, or no, Christmas Story, whenever their dinner gets ruined and they go to the Chinese place for Christmas dinner, and they bring out the duck and it looks all waxy, and I'm like,
Or you walk into a Thai international market and they have those whole completely fried ducks sitting there, and you're like, the head's still on it. I don't know how I feel about this.
yes, that's what happened in the movie. Like they brought out the duck and laid it on the table, and the little brother just started crying. And they're like, oh no, and he's like, what? What's wrong? And they're like, it has the head on it. He's like, oh okay, and grabs a cleaver. And is like, whack! And then the kid just starts screaming.
Yeah, because I had a friend who like ate duck, and he's all like, "Oh, it's amazing and everything." I'm like, "Dude, I can't get past the fact that if I buy this, it's gonna have a head on it when I open this bag."
I can't eat
He's like,
anything.
"But it tastes so good. You just gotta try it." I'm like, I can't get past the head, dude. There's a head attached to this thing at the moment. Shoot, I can barely look at the shrimp that come with a head on it. You want me to look at
Yeah.
a duck and the head still attached to it?
What kind of shrimp you eating?
I don't be getting it. My dad likes like the whole shrimps with their heads still on them. I ain't a fan of that mess. I like my shrimps to have no heads.
You like crawfish?
No.
Okay.
I and I'm so upset because everybody be like, "Oh, these are so." Maybe I've just had bad crawfish. The one time I tasted it, I didn't like it, and so now I feel like people who do crawfish boiled just overhype them.
Yes. So other Mama Taco, or I guess Mama Ray Ray, uh, she has like crawfish boils from time to time, and Ray Ray doesn't even like shrimp, and she definitely doesn't like giant red bugs in a soup. So, so when we go, we basically just get the potatoes and sausage. And we just eat
Hmm.
way too many potatoes and sausage and corn. Um, but yeah, no crawfish, no thank you. And they're like, oh yeah, you just suck on the face, and I'm like, ugh. Ah, there's like that's where all the flavor is, and I'm like, all of my flavor's gonna be in the plate if I do that.
I've never had that. I never had crawfish.
I don't know what to say about it other than if you're okay with food, or I guess if you're okay with lobster, I guess baby lobsters or something.
I've
I
had
don't want to say
lobster
that.
before.
Yeah, I
And
like lobster.
I don't think I've had like the whole lobster. I think I've had like diced up lobster pieces that may
Oh
have
no, I
been
just get lobster
imitation.
tails all the time.
Lobster tail from where? Red Lobster.
well,
Yeah.
doesn't Red Lobster not exist anymore?
I think I saw one.
Actually, Red Lobster is now owned by a black person,
Oh.
and apparently he's supposed to be trying to save it, but I don't know how that's going.
Oh.
But lobster tails, you can just buy lobster tails from like the freezer section in the seafood freezer section.
How do you cook it?
I mean, there's
Either
many
fry
ways.
it or put it in the oven.
Yeah. Or you can even like boil it like like throw it in like a seafood boil, or grill it. It kind of depends. There's many ways to cook it.
I just pay somebody else to cook it. But yeah, I when you said that the duck is looking back at you, I can't eat food that looks back at me.
That's pretty much there's no food that kind of looks at you. Unless you're going for fish.
I was like a whole fish, tail and face, and I'm like, no, thank you.
But where do you go that like you get whole fish?
A person's house.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That used to be like a thing we would do. They would like pan fry like whole fish. While granted, it's good. It's just so many gosh dang bones, in my opinion. Like, is that even the head that bothers me? It's the gosh dang bones that make me mad.
It's so much
Like,
work.
they're like the bones add the flavor, and I'm like, I'm so glad the bones add the flavor, but oh my gosh, my gums are killing me by the end of it.
I'm
So gosh dang upset.
just like, I thought I got all the bones out, and then I try to eat a piece, and I'm like, okay, I missed the bone. Just, I can't.
Yeah, that's what my dad be like when he fillets the fish. And he'd be like, yeah, I definitely got all the bones out. Go and chop into it. I'm like, yeah, you definitely got all the bones out.
Another one was, it wasn't looking at me on my plate, but it was looking at me when I was getting some servings of it, and that's like a whole hog. We had some Filipino coworkers, and they invited us over for a celebration, like somebody's birthday, and they're like, yeah, there's some pork over there. And I'm like, oh, okay, pork. Nobody really says pork like that, but I guess if you have a pig, it's pork, because it's like, there's bacon over there, there's ham hocks over there, there's just all different types of cuts that I normally hear, but all pieced together in the shape of a giant pig that's laying across the table. But yeah, I went over there and I'm like, oh, hello. I will grab a couple pieces of you if you don't mind. and then I didn't like it. Yeah. I'm like, I can't. I can't think of any other, like, dish that has, like, the face on it.
Yeah, I can't either.
But yeah, but on that note, I got to go.
Have a good night, Kiki.
Good night, you two.
Night.
See you later.
See ya.
Let's see. How far have I gotten? Oh, about halfway. Cool. I'll be done with this part next stream, and then I can work on not the ladder, but the ruler. I can't wait to get 11, wait, not 11, 10 days.
10 days, what does that mean?
In 10 days, I'm gonna get the Rocket Pass.
The what?
The Rocket Pass for Rocket League.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm so excited.
What level are you at now?
I think out of the 100 levels on the thing, I was at 30 the last time I looked at it. But yeah, I can't wait. Play like a little. I'm gonna have so many. So I tried something and it's not progressing it. Oh, I gave up on trying to render that video. Man,
You gave up with what?
trying to render the full video. It's gonna take me like a week to get it done. So basically, I thought it was 30,000 frames. It's more like 300,000 frames. And basically, the computer, like the section that I tried to render was anytime it got around 49,000 frames, it would use up all the RAM on the computer and like crash. And like it would crash the hard drive that I was using, or the RAID, the two SSDs that I raided together. It would crash one of those, so then the whole RAID would die, and then it would run out of memory. So then I was like, okay, let me do 30 minutes. And what I found out is that 30 minutes is too much. So what I need to do is render it 15 minutes at a time. So it'll probably end up doing like 29,000 frames in each folder. And then once I
I wish you the best of luck with that.
I gave up. It's going to take too long.
Yeah. I was going to say also last week, and it happened. But like, yeah, don't be careful with your computer, because I feel like if you do that again, it might like break your computer, and this is the only one you have at the moment. So it's like, be careful with trying to like render like those huge files that like take forever.
Yes, and it is crashing a drive that I'm not using for the main. Like it's not part of the operating system. It's a cache drive. It's something that, so basically the way I have everything running is I have the operating system drive, which is what runs most of the software and everything, and then I save the projects on a separate drive, which is the project hard drive, and then for everything that the programs need to cache stuff, where they like pre-render things and stuff like that, the cache drive is a whole separate drive, and then where everything outputs to is a render drive.
Okay.
So basically my computer has 8 hard drives on it right now, but for projects and everything, I use 3 of them plus the operating system drive. So yes, it does wear out the RAM, and if I mess up the RAM, that could be an issue. Well, that will be an issue. That'll be a huge problem. But as far as crashing the hard drives and stuff like that, that is not going to affect that at all. Because it's using 3 different hard drives that don't affect everything else. But because it crashed 2 days in a row, and it keeps saying that it runs out of RAM, that's my warning sign to kind of give up on it. So, so I basically, if I do approach it again, my last and very last test on this computer will be rendering 15 minutes of frames at a time, because it crashes at 49,000, and I'm like, if I cut that in half, it'll probably be around 25, 20, 30, 28,000. And I think the computer can handle that without running out of memory and without crashing the render drive. So then I'll just have 16 folders of image sequences, and then I'll pull all of those image sequences into Premiere, and then line those all up, and then try to render it out again. And if that doesn't work, then what I need to do is get a virtual machine. Have you ever used virtual machines?
I have not, but YouTuber Kipoka uses it a lot.
Ah, yes. Yes, I used to use those in my old job. Yeah. So basically, I'll be using one of those, and those will be beefy. And I just have to just transfer the files over and be like, all right, I'm gonna need you to render. I'm done. And I'm like, what? I was like, but I just hit the button, and like, yeah, and I'm done. What do you want me to do next? And I'm like, oh, how much do you cost? $30,000. Move, spider. Ah, no. Ah, no. Ah, you can't get me. Where's my? Okay. There we go. Now my next beat. Sharpen my trident. But yeah, I just. Yeah, and it's like a service that you can rent it by like the hour. So basically, what I would need to do is to turn it on, install the software, and then suspend it, pause it, and then whenever I have a project, then just unpause it, transfer the files over, hit render, get the output file, transfer that file or download it to my machine, and then pause it again, and then just basically repeat that cycle every time I have a new project I need to render. The only problem is I gotta figure out how that computer works. I'm like, is it just like a regular Windows machine, or is it some kind of thing that doesn't have an operating system, so I have to install an operating system on it, or it's but it's super cheap, way cheaper than building up my own machine. And then I'm like, can you game on it? Can I run OBS in it?
Maybe.
It's like, can I just get me a little cheap $300 laptop and like then have virtual machines that I just turn on for 2 hours at a time during the streams? Because I'm like, that's very affordable.
Yeah, aren't there like super low end computers or laptops at least that are just like that can pretty much do like anything, I guess, that are like within, yeah.
I guess anything as far as what? Because Mama Taco got it's called Value Laptop. It's like a little $300 laptop. Basically, it can do basic stuff. So like
Yeah.
word processing, internet, email, websites, simple applications. But then when it comes to gaming, then it's kind of stuck because it doesn't have an i7; it has i5. So like you can run Rocket League on it. It won't be the greatest and smoothest, but you can run Rocket League on it. So I'm trying to get Ray Ray to practice Rocket League on it. Because then if she can like get the hang of the game, then she could hop in with us. But she has to practice a little bit. It'll be like when Ping joined us for dungeons, and we're all like level 20 and 30. He comes in at level 4. And then we're all like beating up monsters, and then like a little baby zombie comes over and is like, psh, dead. So it wouldn't be a fun experience for being so underleveled. But
I mean, it has its funny moments, I guess.
it's funny to us, but I feel bad afterwards. Like the same thing happened to Signature too. He's like, baby's first bow and arrow. But yeah, it's yeah, those laptops are like they can get basic stuff. So because you'll be running everything through like a web window, it could be something that would work. Because all the horsepower will be in the cloud. But yeah, it's something that I've been trying to look into for about half a year now. I just haven't had the time to like I have the account and I have the machine, and it turned itself on before, and I was like, why am I being charged $12? And it was like, oh, the machine turned itself on for like an hour, and I'm like, why? So
I wouldn't mind doing one more day, or do you need to?
Up to you.
It's up to you.
One more day.
Okay.
And it's like, where was my brain during that question? And it was like, dig. I was like, what am I gonna do when I turn the game off? I don't know yet. Dig. I was like, okay, one more day.
It's Casey. I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh man. Is that thing still running? Yes, it is. Cool. What am I gonna do after this? I need to.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I was thinking, what am I actually gonna do after this? I'm trying to finish editing. Well, finish. Everything's edited. All of the highlights and all of the chapters for the last podcast. They're all done. The only thing that's left is like all the metadata. So like the hashtags and the tags and the descriptions and all that kind of stuff for YouTube. And because it's only 10 shows, I just need to write metadata and tags for 10 shows. And I think I've done 6. So I have 4 more. And the one thing that is a little more difficult than normal is that Shane chose 9 shows that have very long titles. I have one show that's called Zenshu. And I'm like, cool. Hashtag Zenshu. Tag Zenshu. Done. All these other shows are like, their title is a sentence and a half. And like one of them was actually so long that YouTube was like, this is too long. And I'm like, oh. What should I shorten it to? And he's like, everybody else shorten it to this. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But yeah, as soon as I get those last 4 done, then it's like, now you need to edit a new podcast. And I'm like, I don't have time. But I need to make time. It was my goal to get everything edited. Ah! No! 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 Why?
What is happening?
There's a creeper walking down the thing. Oh shit! I didn't mean to throw it. Where is he in the water? Where is he? Why are there monsters spawning over here? It's not cool. Oh, I missed. Ha ha. Okay. I don't have enough room in my inventory for this for this gunpowder. Yoink. Oh, okay. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, could you see the creeper?
I did not. I don't see.
Oh,
I'm putting gravel away.
okay. Oh, there's no room.
The only time it'll probably attack me is because I'm facing the water, so that'd be extremely annoying. But I do get to see all the drowned that are in the water.
Oh, gunpowder. Well, let's move this. How did you get leather? Were there cows over here? What?
Hmm.
Were there cows out here at one point?
No, it's the zombies. All the
They drop leather?
probably. I don't remember.
I can see with all the rotten flesh.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. That was probably a long time ago.
Okay. You grabbed all the gravel, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start putting in the last chest.
There's more?
Well, I'm picking up the lava from this thing over there.
I mean, if you have
5 stacks.
I can take them.
Okay. Yoink.
Nice. Nice.
You.
Awesome.
And then I'll pick up this gunpowder over here that probably despawned by now. Nope, still there. Yoink. Alright. Alright. It is a good time to set up my screenshot. I think I'm gonna take it from over here. Slime. Oh, did it fall down the stairs? Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. Yeah. Oh God, it's getting laggy. I love the way this looks. Except all the dirt. I'm taking the dirt away and it's cool.
Alrighty.
Oh, I can't see. I took my OUI off.
Alrighty, that does it for me today. I am the Traveling Wanderer. You are all wonderful. You're all 1 million and you're all one of a kind. These next couple days are going to be a little busy for me, so we'll see streaming wise. But yes, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Alright, Swan. I will see you next week.
Yes. The last week of March, I won't be here because I'm gonna be at a film festival working it.
Okay.
So that way you know.
Cool, cool, cool.
But yeah, And then if anything else changes, I'll let you know.
Alright.
Yes, I'll see. Have a good night.
Alright, you too. Alright. That is it for today's episode of Minecraft Power Hour. We will be back tomorrow for some Rocket League. Where's the calendar? When does it actually start? Okay, it starts on the 15th, which is 14th, which is Friday. So 2 days after next week's Rocket League stream is when I will start the season's pass. Man, I feel like it's so far away, but it was farther away before. All right. That is it for today's episode of Minecraft Power Hour. We'll be back tomorrow for some Rocket League, and we'll be back next week for some more Minecraft and Rocket League. As always, this is DK for Donkey Gaming. Today with me was Keeks the Beast and the Traveling Wanderer. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Thanks for supporting the channel any way that you do. And I will see y'all next time.